Good morning, folks. My husband asked for cream of wheat this morning, and I don't buy the store-bought stuff. In fact, when I bought my whole wheat grains, I threw it all out. This is 2 cups of water and 2 cups of milk. And I'm bringing it to a boil. And this is 1 cup of coarsely ground wheat. It's soft wheat. I probably should have used hard wheat, but I haven't opened the package yet. So I'm going to whisk this in the cream of wheat slowly, whisking it continuously. We don't want it to stick or clump up. If you have a grain mill in your house and whole berries to mill, throw your box of cream of wheat out and make your own. Now I have to add the salt. It said just a pinch. This is Himalayan salt. Just a pinch, so I'm just going to shake a little bit on top of that. You will want salt in it because now it says reduce the heat to low, cover pan, and simmer. Okay. Well, that's the wrong lid. That is the wrong lid. I'm going, oh, how embarrassing. I thought I had everything sitting here. That's the right lid. Now this is a really hot burner, so I'm going to actually turn it over here to the simmer side and let it simmer. And I'm going to stir it for a little bit until it thickens. It says 20 to 30 minutes, and stirring several times keep it from sticking. But while I'm waiting for this, let me set the timer. Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
Okay, now what I want to talk to you while that's cooking this is a note my husband made for me. I want you to take note of this. The Feast of Trumpets is coming up. I mentioned that in the short I did this morning. And it's the day of the shout from sunset to sunset. Sunset September 15th to sunset September 16th for the year 2023. For those of you who aren't familiar with the feast, they change because the feast days are based upon Yahuwah's calendar, not ours, not the Roman calendar. I can do another video about that, or you can check out Lou White channel, and he describes, and look up feast days. We even have a book that teaches about it. But sunset to sunset, and this year it comes on the weekly Sabbath, so it coincides with the weekly Sabbath, and we call them high Sabbaths. That's not in Scripture, but we call them high Sabbaths to remind us that they're important, and they're the high Sabbaths are when the men are supposed to present themselves 3 times a year to Yahuwah, and this is one of the times during the fall. We call them the fall feast. But because it coincides with the Sabbath, we can do no cooking. We're commanded to have a feast, and normally you can cook on Yom Teruah. But this year, we're not going to be able to. So we'll prepare a feast the day before, like we do for every Sabbath. It'll just be a little bit extra. I'm planning on cooking some kind of apples. That's a thing to do for feast days. And maybe make them into a cobbler. Well, this is just going to sit here and bubble. And I've got, how much more time? I've got 17 more minutes. And I don't really know what else to talk to you about for 17 more minutes. So just, if you try to do this, and I hope you do, just remember to keep stirring it. Do you see it's already getting thick? See that? And when it's done, I'm going to serve it with some maple syrup, organic maple syrup, and some butter. And you can also, they even recommend garnish it with some cinnamon and nutmeg. Do you know how healthy cinnamon is for you? Wow. And nutmeg, my husband loves nutmeg. We buy, I don't know how to make different things, but eggnog. We like to buy eggnog, not very often, just once a year. We don't put any alcohol in it, but we do put cinnamon and nutmeg. Even though it comes with nutmeg, we really love nutmeg. So I'm going to add some organic nutmeg and some cinnamon when I put it in my bowl. And a little butter. Did you know that you can leave butter sitting out? I didn't know that until somebody said you can keep butter sitting out for up to 3 days, and it keeps it, look, if you keep the butter sitting out, I want to show you, well, I don't have a knife handy, but see, it makes it very soft. Oh, this isn't soft because I just realized I just took it out of the refrigerator. Well, that's your crazy cook for the day. And I hope that you'll try making some cream of wheat for yourself. Look, this is getting thick already. Looks better than any cream of wheat I ever bought in a box. Okay? Keep your feast. Remember Yom Teruah. Remember to take the day off. And remember to be the bride. Yahushua is wanting us to train ourselves in his fall feast days because they represent our salvation. And Lou has done videos about that also. I love you. Shalom.